Hey Sassy fam, welcome to your checkout that is your brief check-in for Christmas Eve. Once more, happy holidays to you all. Instead of the standard abbreviated version of yours and theirs that I would typically do with the mid-month, today we're going to do a simple 3x3 draw for each sign individually. Okay? I wanted to do something by the fireside, but I decided to go ahead and save that properly for a winter day. We're not quite there yet. And then also have a couple of family members that arrived early, so the house is already getting full. I decided to just go ahead and take it upstairs and try to create a cozy atmosphere for you all. Regardless, I'm just happy to have this moment here with you today. If you need it, if you're like me, sometimes you need a couple moments to yourself. Celebrations aside, sometimes you just need a precious few moments to yourself. So, hopefully that is your time, and this is your moment. I'm glad I could be there with you today. Okay? You guys, no notes. Let's just get started. I will see you at your sign. Leo, like always, you're up first. Leos do tend to ask me, why is that? Why is Leo always first? Well, Cancer's always last. It's just the schedule I created for the mid-month, and I like consistency. It helps me remember to stay on track. I don't just like to switch it up. That's it. That's all. There's no big mystery behind it. It goes fixed, mutable, cardinal. Fixed, mutable, cardinal. That's it. That's all. What's going on, please, for Leo? Show me Leo. Show me Leo. Show me Leo. What's going on, please, for Leo? The Star, the Nine of Wands, Justice. You will eventually figure out how to balance your heart's desire. It's not the easiest thing right now. The components are not lost to you. They are with you, okay? It's taking time to unravel what you feel is yours, or what you are destined to have in your life. And that is rather beautiful things, the Star and Justice. And the stress to kind of balance it all, to achieve it, to be on point with it. If your star is indeed your star, and you want to balance it in your life in a way that makes sense to you comprehensively, you'll find a way. Sometimes you have to fight that good fight, but also know when to give yourself a break, yeah? Anything else, please, for Leo? Anything else, please, for Leo? Anything else, please, for Leo? No doubt you'll be making progress in the new year. Okay? Sometimes you just have to know when to back off, give yourself a break, give the situation a breather and a break. You'll be fine. You'll get back on track with them goals. Okay? What's going on, please? Seven of Pentacles, the Chariot. Yeah, there, you see, you're making progress. You're showing me heavy goal orientation that you take very, very seriously in your 3D energy. So it's not just some vague concept of spiritual attachments and growth. No. You're saying that you have something in mind, an output, an in-game profit margins increasing. You are increasing your sense of stability, but not only that, your confidence in it. You have an aim in you, a goal in you, a drive in you, that you say, right now it's a little rusty. Right now I can't pick it up where I left it off. Right now I can't drive it or push it. And that's where we see that Nine of Wands. But like I said, towards the beginning of the year, you get yourself back on track. There's something here where you wish to make what looks like, to me, realistically, monetary progress. That's going to eventually smooth out for you in the Chariot, okay? So I know it seems a little bit on the stuck side for right now. Like I said, sometimes you just need to know when to let it rest. By all means, continue to stand up for it, okay? But also know when to let it rest. Sometimes things just need to develop a little bit behind the scenes before you can get back into it. You know what I'm saying? You'll be fine. You're on your way. Increasing that bottom line, profit margin, work productivity in the overall sense, you're on your way, okay? It's there. It's there, honey. Things should start to ease up for you, like I said, at the beginning of the new year. It's right about there, okay? Might be a little rusty at first. That's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. Getting back on track, that's the major goal here. Okay? Yes. You want to make it in that coin. Increase production. This is the tea leaf bridge. Successfully overcoming the problem. Yeah. Just give it a little time. Let it marinate a little bit. The solutions will come through. The ease will be there. Okay? We're going to smooth out that pathway. You will. Whatever that work goal is, you'll get back on point with it. I know it's a little rough right now. It's going to ease, I promise. That's the main word there. And then Torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. Yeah, let this rest a little bit and let the insight come to you. Okay? Sometimes we have to know when to back off our endeavors, right? Because we can get so knee-deep in it that we get frustrated that the solution's not obvious or we're not making progress. We are. So sometimes things need to marinate. And then you have that Ace of Wands moment. Aha! Something has come through, and we're able to cross that particular bridge successfully. That's where you're headed, no doubt. Leo, honey, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well. Sag, welcome to your brief checkout. That is your check-in. What's going on, please, for Sagittarius? Show me, Sag. Like I said, we're going to do a simple 3x3. What's going on, please, for Sag? Show me, Sagittarius. Show me, Sag. Eight of Pentacles, the Star. You know, I promise I shuffle these multiple times in between readings. Okay, so if you have any Leo in your chart, check those out. Yours is showing me, however, much smoother map or orientation. You are already on your way, well on your way, to creating very strong work, monetary goals. The idea is your personal comfort and care. Increasing the productivity of your particular household, its resources specifically. This is your dream. Literally to make your household, your personal nest egg, your own particular finances agreeable. And here's the thing. We're not just paying the bills here. We're making excellent progress in terms of saving, equity, that kind of thing. It's your dream, your hope, and your wish that you can have, okay, not only be the master of your craft, right, to be very good at what you do, but to also be profitable, to kind of give you the freedom to do what you wish as you wish with your personal resources. Really, that's really a strong sense of comfort here. This is mine, and I can kind of do with it as I wish. And that's the dream for you, and it's a beautiful dream, and you're well on your way. It's actually quite smooth right now. So some of you have done quite well in building your particular nest egg. Congratulations, it's beautiful. Any additional advice, please, or observations? And some of you might really hit stride by Aquarius season, which is right around the corner. Yeah, by the time this comes out, we will be in Capricorn season. Aquarius is next. So some of you might see some excellent progress in your coin, okay, in terms of savings or being able to spend it a little more freely, okay, by Aquarius season. All right. Any additional advice, please, for Sag? Show me. But you look quite comfortable. It's a job well done. Continue to keep at it. Whatever it is that you're doing, it's almost a dream come true. Well done. The Knight of Wands, the Two of Cups, Five of Cups. Okay, a little bit more on the personal side. We just, you kind of pulled it aside and said, thanks for the money talk, Christina. That's great news. I'm happy to hear that. Also, P.S. So here's your P.S. The Knight of Wands, the Two of Cups, the Five of Cups. There is some sadness here that we're trying to be rid of. And it's a little bit of the old echoes of the past there with the Five of Cups and sadness. I see you coming out of it. It's looking like there's love on the line between you and somebody. And your sense of passion, intrigue, or curiosity is rising towards it. I don't know why. It looks like you're experiencing a response. Okay, I don't see it being generated by you. I see you responding to it. It's hard to say without clarifying further. But this is kind of your reaction to something. You're showing me response to a Two of Cups. Okay. Ones that look like previously had been spilt. So, something here that perhaps was lost is being rediscovered, but for some reason your energy's rising towards it. It's like I recognize these cups between you and I. We have a little bit of history there. How you're greeting it, I could not say. I just see a response. You seem to be a little excited, curious. Nothing too crazy. Okay, for you, normal, Knight of Wands. But there is a sense of, let's harmonize our cups. I know where we came from. Let's see if we can harmonize them, possibly get on the same page. And this is between you and someone else. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic partnership, but you understand what I mean. I see you trying to meet someone halfway because the proposal's there. So I see your energy pick up towards that proposal as in, like I said, a response. Okay? So, FYI, when? I couldn't say. I don't know. But it feels sooner rather than later. Okay. Anything else in here, please, for Saggy? Fire, that's you. Strong emotion. Passionate, love or hate. Oh, isn't that the truth? So passion works both ways, guys. Fire's that strong feeling. Here, I'm seeing it as your particular fire response. You have my attention. You want to harmonize cups? I'm responding to that. That's all I see from you. And the idea is, I'm assuming, based on that Five of Cups, is to get it out of where it last stood, possibly in the sense of loss, regret, or just feeling in the trenches between you and someone else. I want to get out of that. And you have a reaction. Okay? Yeah, you have, like I said, you're a little firecracker. I was just about to say, Sag, honey, you're a little firecracker. Sometimes, you know, your emotions are such as that you don't apologize for them, and you really shouldn't. Your response is your response. But you are, like I said, it could be love or hate. That's all fire, that's true. But you're leaning towards excitement, so that's what I said. You're genuinely enthusiastic to connect with this. It might be a surprise. Absolutely. All right, Sag, honey, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Aries, welcome to your brief checkout. That is your check-in. Like I said, we're going to do a brief 3 and 3 today. Show me Aries. Show me Aries. Show me Aries, please. Show me Aries. What's going on, please? Show me Aries. Ooh, Ace of Pentacles. Oh, the Ten of Swords. Oh, the Emperor. That's you, honey. Okay. All right. Okay. I got some pain here for you, and you're handling it well. Okay. You're here. Your power card's here. The Emperor. And the Ace of Pentacles, I see an offer coming towards you. You're contemplating it. You haven't completely dismissed it, but you don't know if it's an opportunity you should take or not. With it comes certain attachments that you think could cause pain or problems. You don't know if you should accept it. However, the bigger part of you is trying to seriously contemplate it. You're not completely dismissing it. I believe you're weighing it up over here. Not all Ace of Pentacles are something that we can receive or be in the position to receive, but you say that particular Ace of Pentacles represents possibly an opportunity for harm. However, you haven't completely dismissed it, which tells me if you choose to look at it or accept it, you're prepared to deal with it. But the idea is, should I? Listen to your intuition. Okay? I do not know what that Ace of Pentacles represents. It could be a brand new opportunity that you say has too many entanglements, or it's just going to cause more harm than good. Or it's an Ace of Pentacles for which you're already familiar, and it represents a renewal coin or a renewal opportunity, and you say that has problems attached to it as well. Okay? But you haven't completely dismissed it. You will consider it, and then you'll know what to do. Okay? Let's get some more cards for you. Show me Aries, please. It could be somebody's rejecting your offer. I don't see it that way. I see you contemplating something that comes towards you. Four of Wands, the Tower, the Hermit, that which you did not expect. I see. So no wonder it's provoking a still response. And I agree. I think that's the correct response. Be still in this. Take your time to contemplate it. Okay. Doesn't seem like there's a major rush attached to it. You are with the strength of mind and your particular character, as I would expect from the Emperor. Like I said, you're doing your job to seriously look at this, to understand if this is something that you should participate in or reject, because you understand that there are potential entanglements attached to this that suggest it could hurt if you participate. So that's what I see you contemplating, is should I participate? It could be something, it could be nothing, or it could be hurtful. And I was kind of curious about what that is. Someone who is not you is putting forward a proposal to readdress what looks like some sort of relationship issue with the Four of Wands. What that relationship is, I don't know. I don't pretend to. It's the Tower and the Hermit. It's kind of like saying, well, you know, Now that this house of cards has been knocked over, would you like to talk about it? Would you like to readdress it? Would you like to do some healing? It's kind of like saying, what's there to lose? You know? And you're like, well, that's not really the idea. What there is to lose, it's already lost. The Tower claimed a particular relationship here, which tells me it was a poor construct or poor concept. In other words, not really real, possibly fantasy-based or illusion-based. A house of cards, really. The Tower with the Four of Wands, house of cards. If it was stronger, it probably wouldn't have fallen the way it did, right? So the idea is this person saying, what do we have to lose, is gone. You're saying it's not the past that bothers me, it's the potential of the future that could be hurtful, right? Because you're saying it from, if I re-engage with this, it could be painful again. So you're seeing it as an opportunity. They're seeing it as an opportunity to readdress old wounds, to try to heal from it. So what you will actually do, I don't know. Okay? I like how you actually see it as an Ace of Pentacles. They're kind of like, what's there to lose? It's already, the worst has already happened. And you're like, I'm over that. I'm more concerned with whatever happens from this point forward. Could it be harmful? I don't want to go through it again. Okay? So, what you'll do with it, I don't know, because like I said, you didn't dismiss it. So you're going to have to take this time, I believe, to weigh up the pros and cons in this. Is there a stronger benefit in that Ace of Pentacles than the potential of being hurt? To kind of go over, I don't know, the wreckage. If there's anything to salvage. The Hermit. Okay. He's an experienced guy, walks the path of enlightenment. He wants to know if there's anything to salvage. You see it as it could be a brand new construct or it could be a hurtful one. You know. I don't know. Between the two of you, it will get resolved. These are two powerful people. And they mean well. They want to do well at the end of the day. Okay. I kind of respect the way this person is coming forward. And I kind of understand that point of view. Well, the worst is done, so you want to go over what happened? And you're trying to figure out if you want to take them up on that particular offer. I don't know what you'll do. I couldn't tell you when that Tower comes through. The proposal to go over what was lost. For some people it's very healing. For some people it helps them sort things out. To go over what happened and why. Kind of depends on your point of view. If you're done, you're done. But, yeah. It's a great worry over nothing. It's okay. It can't hurt you anymore. It's done. From your point of view, it's done. It's kind of like I just don't want to incur any more damage either. Right? It's done. I think it's safe to go over that if it's proposed. Okay? If it's proposed, I think it's safe to go over it. That's up to you, though. Nest. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. So you understand what your priorities are. Some of you are on a particular pathway in your monetary output, money path. Okay. The archway, there are new opportunities and possibilities and paths that are opening up for you that are beyond this. And for some of you, last November might have been very important. Okay. I don't see it being next November. I see it last November for some reason was important. Perhaps new opportunities started to open up for you then, or that's when you understood that you were over this, or something like that. I don't know. But your focus, your attention is such that says home, money, status, work. These are my priorities, making and creating new opportunities for myself. And, you know, this person kind of proposes, can we look at what happened, which is a little more past-oriented. Okay? So yeah, it's up to you. It's up to you. Regardless, I see you from your point of view looking forward or looking ahead. Okay? Alright, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well. Aquarius, welcome to your brief... I was going to say, I was going to say it's your brief check-in, and it is your brief check-in, but it's also your opportunity to hopefully check out. Anyway, I hope you are well. We're going to do a very simple 3x3. What's going on, please? Show me, Aquarius. What's going on, please, for Aquarius? I do hope that you are feeling your energy rise. It's very normal for signs under that sign, obviously, to feel their energy rise pre-season. So we are currently pre-season. So hopefully you begin to feel an uptick in your energy, that sense of possibility, effort, new beginnings, okay? The strength of one's own personal spirit and emotionality, all that good stuff. 7 of Cups, Page of Cups, the World. Okay. Okay. It's super brief, really. It looks like I'm not saying anything that you don't or not already familiar with. You're shutting an option down because you're saying it's not an option so much. And that option, whatever that is, could literally be options in love, of course. Page of Cups. There's one of them, the World. I don't see you engaging in something. It's a little light. It's a little thin. It doesn't seem to have much anchor attached to it. It could be an option in love that you have recently explored and you're kind of like saying, this isn't for me. I'm sorry, but this isn't for me. I'm kind of open-ended right now, and I don't think I want to move in this particular direction. And that's something I always, I say bravo to you. Don't keep engaging with something that you know isn't captivating you. There's no interest there. There's no sense of, I want to invest in this, right? If your heart doesn't go beyond a page, then you have your answer, right? Don't mess around with cups that you know aren't speaking to you. Okay, I'm not seeing any development here. Neither do you. Hence the World. I'm not sure why I'm saying that unless it's with you in your spirit right now. Okay? It could be that someone is trying to present themselves to you in that space and you're still declining it. Okay? It doesn't seem like it's a big deal. It really doesn't, but then again, I'm not clarifying today. On the surface, it looks like a very simple presentation of thank you, but no thank you. Either there's not enough chemistry here for us to develop, or I'm just not open for business in that way right now. Okay? Let's take another look at you. Let's do another 3 cards for you. Show me. Show me Aquarius. Show me Aquarius. Show me Aquarius. It's a very soft decline. It doesn't look too intense, guys, and it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be anything that you are declining options at this time. Say, for instance, we are literally in holiday season. So let's say, for instance, thank you for the invitation, but I'm really not open to going out right now. I kind of just want to stay home. Some people, and it could be as simple as that. Soft declines. That's really what this is. It's a soft decline. It's not meant to hurt anybody's feelings. It's just kind of like, that's not where my heart is right now, You know how it is when, let's say you're a little down, you're tired, you need to recharge, and you have those 2, 3, 4 friends that want to get together real bad, and they're trying to get you out the house. And you're like, normally I would, but, man, I think I'm just going to stay home tonight. That's what that is. Okay? That's what it looks like to me. The Hanged Man. See? Time out. The Emperor. So you've already had that talk with yourself. You already had that talk with yourself that you want some downtime. You want to have some leave me alone time. You want some reflection time. And it's something that you need to do here as the Emperor. It's something you have to stand by. So while your energy outwards outside of you is polite, soft, and it's, I'm sorry, but no. On the inside, it's coming from a very strong directive in you. And I abide by that because it's true and it's honest. Okay. The Hanged Man, the Emperor, the 6 of Swords, you've already made up your mind to take so much needed time for yourself. Some of you are literally traveling on your own, or you just literally want to be on your own. In fact, many of you have perhaps made old plans and you started to decline them. I don't think you meant to, but there's something in here that just says, I need some strong reflection time for me, myself, and I. And some of you might literally be traveling on your own right now, okay? Or you just need some mental space, all right? And if that's true, know that about yourself. You don't need to apologize for it, all right? Just take some much-needed time. I don't know what you're sorting through, but it looks straightforward. Listen to yourself and you'll be fine, okay? There's just some things you don't want to involve yourself in right now, or you need to do your own thing for some reason, It always puts me in mind of November Rain, which, if I recall correctly, Axl Rose from Guns N' Roses is an Aquarius. And November Rain, we all need some time on our own. Everybody needs some time on their own. That's absolutely true, and that's what you're showing me today, okay? All right. Anything else in here, please? Anything else in here? It's kind of like saying no big decisions right now, other than me looking after me right now, okay? Who knows? Maybe you're tired. Maybe you need to think. Who knows? Horses. A horseshoe, excuse me. Good luck. Okay? And whatever it is that you're trying to do, your endeavors, whatever it is you're trying to sort out, good luck, Cane. Pay attention to your health. Is that what we're trying to do? Pay attention to your health. And health is a variety of things, guys. It's not just physical health. It's mental health. It's emotional health. You name it. But pay attention to your health, and that's what you're abiding by right now. Okay. Perhaps some of you just aren't feeling well. Who knows? Something important, such as a new job or raise, bags. Some of you have taken this holiday time out to focus on your literal needs. Okay. And that could be anything from your health, like we said, to looking at work and opportunities. In other words, so it's making sense. If you have more than one thing going on and you just need some isolation time and you stand firm in that, it's for a reason. So abide by it. You'll be fine. Okay? I hope you sort through whatever it is that you need sorting through, and never be shy about taking some much needed time out for you. Okay? Aquarius, honey, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Gemini, welcome to your checkout. That is your brief check-in. Like I said, we're going to do a brief 3x3. What's going on, please, for Gemini? Show me Gemini. Show me Gemini, please. Show me Gemini. Show me Gemini. Three Cups, Ten of Wands, and Four Cups. You're unhappy that you can't connect right now. You're saying you're a little overburdened, a little overtaxed. You're not able to connect the way you would like to, socially or emotionally. You say, I have all this on my plate, Christina, and I'm exhausted. You are exhausted, what looks physically and emotionally to me. Would you like to be participating in other things, lighter things, more joyous things? Yeah, it's kind of like, here we are in the holiday season and I'm not getting to enjoy it at all. And it makes you upset. Let's do another 3. Well, you got a little too much on your plate, honey. A little too much on your plate. Now, I know what it is. You know, holidays, honey, they could be just as relaxing or they could be just as stressful. And for some folks, it's a little bit of both. I am both rejoicing and burdened at the same time, and that might be about where you are. Let's take a look. Let's get you another. Let's take a look at you. What's going on? The Ten of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, relationship energies. See, that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's your spirit that's weighed down, not necessarily that you're in difficult situations. You're just saying, I have a lot of responsibility attached to me, and so you do. And they're all beautiful responsibilities. But again, I can see that a lot falls on your shoulders, and you're carrying a little bit more this time of year than you should like to. But it's like, hey, I've got a 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles. I have many obligations at this time. On top of that, you're showing me relationship energy. So your foundation, your household, your marriage, whatever that is, or that relationship. Don't mean to presume. I'm usually the first person to tell people that 4 of Wands isn't necessarily indicative to marriage. It's just you attach that to a 10 of Pentacles and it kind of like 2 plus 2, you know. But in this relationship energy, you feel the full brunt of it in terms of this is my responsibility to carry this, but I'm happy to do so. So it's looking very high functioning. It's a high functioning foundation, family, relationship, community, responsibilities that are day-to-day. 6 of Pentacles, that's a lot for anybody to carry, particularly this time of year. So, like I said, it's high functioning, and it's a little too high functioning for you right now, but you're saying you have to. So these are all beautiful things, guys. Don't get me wrong. You know, it's like I tell people all the time. It's easy to create a foundation. The trick is maintenance. It's a hard thing to bear. And some people can fly through their 10 of Pentacles at any given time of the year, but I'm telling you right now, the holidays represent a particular feature that says stress. Because of having to balance in several quadrants of our life and then making sure the overall thing is healthy and satisfied as well. So I see you doing an outstanding job doing what it is that you need to do to keep your foundation and your relationship and your day-to-day responsibilities upright, in check, and well maintained. That stress will hopefully come down for you after the new year. This is very normal, okay? Would you love to be on the lighter side celebrating? But you're also like 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands. These are all good things. That's all good things. But all good things cost us. And right now, it's costing you some time, energy, and effort. That gets on the side of strenuous. I understand. That will ease up I promise. And you have to remember, this is what it's all about, right? That's what and this is what something, if you're a parent, you know what that phrase is. This is what it's all about. It's not about you. It's about kids. So you do all this work and it can exhaust you. I'm just taking a little small picture of what I'm seeing here. And it can exhaust you, but then you have those moments of like, this is what it's for, this is what it's all about, okay? When you see how everyone is satisfied and everyone's balanced with and everybody's happy and healthy, and then you remember, ah, that's what all that work is for. That's what I'm seeing today. So you're not so down in the dumps that it's looking situational, as opposed to a long-term issue, which is, that's okay. Then that means you'll come out of it, okay? All right. Oh, candle. You'll be shown the way. Okay? Just some relief. Family wishes come true. I know, you're actually a part of that. You're a big driver in this respect. You are probably the biggest reason why your family wishes come true. Look at how much work you put into this. And it's at your cost sometimes. You know, it's hard to bear the lion's share of responsibility, but you are, and you're doing it well with good dignity and grace. Okay? Like I said, that will ease down. I have a very strong feeling that it's mostly in part to this time of year, when you would really feel the weight of making sure the family's happy, healthy, satisfied, and that everybody's functioning well. You know, that'll ease up. I don't really need to see all these. You know, I see it right here. Using your intuition, there's the marriage, moon, moon energy. Right here, though, is what got my attention. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. So some of you have very high standards at this time of year, and sometimes you're tempted to let stuff fall off the plate. I don't see you allowing that to happen. I just don't. Okay. All right. Hopefully you will get to enjoy yourself sooner rather than later, but you will eventually have your... Okay. I get to enjoy this now. Energy. Okay? All right, Gemini, honey. I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Libra, welcome to your brief checkout. That is your bonus check-in. Like I said, we're going to do a simple 3x3. What's going on, please, for Libra? Show me Libra. Show me Libra. Show me Libra. What's going on, please, for Libra? The Fool. Ace of Swords, Eight of Cups. It's interesting. You know, there's a hinge right here. Oh, I love hinges. I do. Hinges can be so interesting in tarot. In other words, there's a space here for you to swing in either direction. But I do believe this is more progressive as opposed to a hinge, but I wouldn't know without fully clarifying. I am curious. Something where your spirit was open, relaxed. I'm just going to open up, take a risk. It's kind of like saying Ace of Swords. I thought about it. Eight of Cups, I had better not. Okay. So you did change your mind, and it does look like a natural progression, although for some of you there might have been a hinge moment between I'm open to this and no, I'm not. I'd like to open up towards this, take a risk on it. Eight of Cups, it's best left walked away from. So if that's what you concluded, then that's what you concluded. All right, let me do another 3 cards for you. What it involves, I could not say, but you did change your mind, but it looks like you reasonably changed your mind. Okay. What is this, please? What is this, please? We can get a couple more. But if it's in your best interest, then it's in your best interest. As long as you know that, then that's all I care about. Okay? I just don't want to see energy contradiction. So long as you showed me I thought about it. Okay. The Two of Swords, there was confusion here. The Magician, the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you did change your mind. There was something here that I know that you said that on the initial proposal you were open towards it. You were going to do it. It's looking like you had some sort of influence where intellectually speaking you thought about it and then you shifted focus. So you went from I'm going to be open and loose about this, I'm agreeing to it, I'm opening up. I'm not necessarily sure or convinced, but hey, let's do it. And then you had some interception there with some knowledge. What that is, I don't know, but it led you to conclude that you should go into a different direction. Just take it easy, be slow about it, but I'm going to manifest this direction or this idea instead. So you did. You did a classic I changed my mind, but it's looking like it was based on new knowledge. Okay, and what that is, I'm so sorry, I can't tell. It's incredibly vague. Oh no. Oh no. But it was something with really strong measure that you opened up with and said, I'm going to do it. You got some new knowledge, changed your mind. Okay. But now you're manifesting a different focus, a different direction. You said it's going to be slow, but that's okay. I'd rather take this slow and kind of plod carefully my course as opposed to just blasting myself open towards it. Maybe that was a bad idea. Make sense? So I don't know what that is to you, so take that as it resonates if it does at all. Okay? But yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe it was a bad idea to just kind of leave yourself open to something, and maybe realize that was foolish or foolhardy, and you're gonna take a more determined pace, slower, pull it back, kind of build some blueprints along the way, as opposed to if it happens, it happens. You know, that Knight of Pentacles, as he is slow, he is the only knight that's been assigned with a kind of blueprint. Okay, he's slow because he wants to see what's coming a mile off, and then he kind of changes his course accordingly. Okay, so that's it. That's it. Okay. Let's see if we got anything else in here for you. Okay. Fire, strong emotion, passionate love, or hate. Oh my. Could be that extreme feeling, honey. I'm really excited by this, and now I don't know about it. Maybe that wasn't so great to be so jazzed up for this. I don't know. Because that Ace of Swords represents a cold, hard truth, and it kind of changed your feeling. So you went from open, excited to, well, wait, let's be cooler, something more steady. Ring. A marriage will take place, either romantic or business. Okay? In other words, the commitment to a direction, the commitment to a focus, commitment to a concept. Marriage, business, something like that. So, okay. 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 So you decided, I believe, to keep a goal, but your approach to it's different. I think you committed to a different approach. Okay. You were really jazzed up for it, but now you're saying I need to take a more careful, logical approach. All right. Interesting. Okay. In the bag, something important, such as a new job or a raise. Okay. Yeah. All right. So you got a couple things on your mind in terms of commitment to money, courses, plotting, planning, I believe, career opportunities or moves. Right. I'm open towards this. Maybe I should slow it down, be a little bit more careful. Be a little more careful. Okay, we could all do with that, sure. Regardless, I hope this helped you. Put it in the comments. Take care. Be well. Taurus, welcome to your brief checkout. That is your brief check-in. Like I said, we're going to do a brief 3x3 today. What's going on, please? Show me that Tauran energy. What's going on for Taurus, please? Show me Taurus. What's going on, please, for Taurus? Show me Taurus. The moon, the star, Ace of Cups. My friend, that's some beautiful energy. It's powerful. May it come through if it's supposed to. I hope it does. It's beautiful, as we see. The moon and the stars. You know, there's a deep feeling within you because obviously the moon, water, still represents intuition, but sometimes it's so deep we can't always access it. It needs a little bit more time to come to the surface, and I think that's where, or what I'm looking at with you today. You have a star deep within you that would like to come to the surface. What that is, I don't know, but it's something that you deeply desire, dream, and hope for. I can see more or less what the subject matter is in terms of a headliner or the subject line in an email, and that would be Ace of Cups. Okay? New love. It's in there. It's way down in there. And it's a beautiful place. It is. I hope that it comes forward, okay, to the surface, because it could mean everything to you. You know? Why it's under the moon, I could not say. Perhaps it's not time for you to see it. It's not time for you to realize it. And what I'm saying here, it's not time for you to feel it. You know? And it is a feeling, and it's a powerful one, but it's also a far-reaching desire. In other words, it's a long-term vision that's within you in regards to new love. Now, like I said, I don't know why it's under the moon, but I do know the energy of that is powerful, that inevitably it's going to come to the surface and break forward as it's meant to. And when it does, you will feel it. And that's when you will know this. And what you do with that information, what you do with that feeling, what you do with that strong inclination, that strong calling, I don't know. But it's a matter of time. It just doesn't look like it's known to you just yet. And by known, I mean felt. Because this is all feeling right here. And it's palpable. Okay. Once you know that feeling, there's no taking it back, right? It's innate. It's a very strong pull. Alright. Some of you might have an idea. Well, no, it's like it's a kind of vague, far away feeling. Well, this is the kind that when it hits you, it hits you. Let's see it. And it's not a surface feeling either. No, no, no. No, darling. No, that's not a surface feeling. It's a deep one. Eight of Swords, like I said, you can't see it yet. The Judgment when the timing's right. Yeah, yeah. Oh, and the Ten of Swords. It's hard for you. Okay, because you're still working through old pain, so you don't know. Yeah, like I said. Sometimes the moon, well, let's say sometimes, more often than not, this is the stuff we're not comfortable with, so we shove it down there. Kind of like a secret, and sometimes it is secrets. Sometimes it's the unknown. You have yet to know this, but since it's the first card pool, that tells me it's within you, but you don't know it yet. Okay? I don't think you have it shoved under there on purpose. No, I think it's something that's just not known to you yet. It's a star that you will desire in future, which is new love. And then we look at it further, and I can see why you're currently not in the space for this to come forward. It will when the timing is right. Okay. So here we have the Eight of Swords. You can't see this. The Taurus I'm looking at, you're like shaking your head. There's no way. There's no way. You're like, no, Christina, nice try. No, I'm talking to you. That's the Taurus I'm talking to. You don't know yet. It's way in there, and that's all right. It'll come forward the way it's supposed to when it's supposed to. It's after something else is concluded, which I can't say I'm surprised. I've been seeing that for you. And FYI, that was a very strong theme in your intimate tarot. At first I thought it was going to be another one of those, oh, Taurus, honey, you got to do something. You can't just keep doing the same thing. And then you did what only Taurus can do. 10% of the reading, 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%, 60%. Then we get to 90%, and then I'm like, there's Taurus. There's Taurus. And it's kind of like when you reach your threshold, there's Taurus. And then you pull the, see, Christina? See, I can change. And when you do that, I celebrate you. I absolutely love that about your sign. You're the only sign that can really surprise me like that. Is you can be so fixed, so terribly fixed, until you're not. You are so very stuck until you're not. You are unwilling to make change until you do. You're unwilling to be in love until you are. That's Taurus. It's why you have such an interesting fan club. But honestly, it's one of the reasons why I love you guys so much. It just, Taurus is Taurus is Taurus. Take it or leave it. What are you going to do? A bull's a bull. But Eight of Swords, the Judgment, Ten of Swords. Something here is yet to conclude. And when it has done, when you know you're done with it, that's when this comes forward. We still have to get through something else. Okay. It's beautiful though. No timelines attached to it. No, that's not possible. Not in a short read. Not with the moon, the star and Judgment. It will be when it will be. Alright. Tower. Solid foundation. Success with effort. Now, in this deck, which is the tea leaf, it's an oracle. The Tower here could be traditional, standard interpretation. This is meant to be swept away. It's not for you, honey. Stop building. It's not sustainable. It's going to come down. It's built on illusions, falseness, false premise. The foundation might be fantastic, but everything that was built up around it needs to come down. Okay. In this particular deck, the Tower represents strength of foundation. So, we're looking at your foundation here. For some of you, you don't understand how successful your particular foundations could be. For others of you, you have yet to understand how your current foundations are not. Oh, I have a... Last November, for some of you, might have been very important. Fire, October. There's some heat in your energy this past fall. That might have been significant for some of you. Hat, you will be playing a different role. Oh, goodness me. Cinnamon is playing with some of my relatives. I can hear it too. She has aggressive play. I don't know if you can hear it. Hopefully not. But I can hear it. Oh, she's a husky. They take play very seriously. Eagle, the triumph over troubles. Pineapple. That's interesting. Pineapple. Reconciliation for some of you. And the unicorn. That was weird. I don't know why I paused. I have no idea why I paused. Unicorn. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Yeah, I know. You'll get there. Wait, remind me of something. I don't remember. Okay. Alright, honey. Like I said, some of you will be playing a different role. That's interesting. That's interesting. Anyway, like I said, I hope this helped you. Put it in the comments. Take care. Be well. Virgo, welcome to your brief checkout. That is your brief check-in. Like I said at the intro, we're going to do a 3x3. What's going on, please? Show me Virgo. What's going on, please, for Virgo? Show me Virgo. Show me Virgo. Oh, wow. I have to say, I'm kind of impressed. Low-key at the time. Oh, the star. So many people are getting this. Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh. You're the first one that got it. Oh, my. Well, it's powerful, isn't it? As I say, everybody's getting the star. I can't say I'm surprised. New Year's, as we get closer and closer to New Year, we think of our North Star, where it is we're meant to go, where it is we're meant to achieve. Our desires, our hopes, our dreams, our goals, that kind of thing. And it hasn't happened yet, but you will be making a decision in due course to leave behind a star. A star, in other words, you wouldn't be moving it unless it's either a star that's not fulfilled, it's not functioning, or it no longer activates as a star for you. In other words, you no longer intend to guide your life by it, like the North Star. Okay. Here's the thing about the stars, they're long-term vision. They're meant to represent a symbol looking into the sky and wanting to know if we can reach that. You know? And there's a star here, you're trying to make up your mind if you should reach for it anymore, which is a powerful decision, because the stars are so very, very personal to us. The sun, all benefit and thrive under. The star, however, that's a very unique one. As we all kind of look at and wish upon different stars. So I know that this is deeply personal to you. It's either A, a non-functioning star, or no longer, like I said, you no longer look towards it to navigate your life. And that's a powerful decision. And 2 of Wands, 6 of Swords, I see you looking at it, and it's a decision, it's an active one, I grant you. But it has yet to be fulfilled. In other words, you don't know yet. But it's with you in some way. You no longer view something as desirable, hopeful, obtainable, or do you even want to? Let's pull another 3 for you. You haven't made up your mind just yet, but you will. It's a powerful thing, that decision is. Knowing when it's time to let something go, that vision's no longer for you, or no longer means the same. It no longer has the same value. Okay. It's never an easy thing. What else, please, for Virgo? Eight of Pentacles, Judgment. I technically saw the Hanged Man. Yeah, I said not just yet. You are working towards opening up on this because you want a most productive answer. You want a productive answer. It needs to be the right one. You're working through it as we speak. And it could to do with work. I don't feel like that's it. It's something else. I don't know what it is. Or signs. You'll show me in as much as you're comfortable with. And you said you've put a lot of work into this. I agree. I can tell. Eight of Pentacles. That's the master of our craft. You're saying this is a lesson. Also in due course, judgment will arrive for this particular situation, but you already have some pre-existing lessons that have allowed you to warm up to this particular scenario. So that means you already have an answer. You have to conclude it. It's saying you have enough experience with this to understand if it's for you. And that you've been putting a lot of yourself into it over the years. So is it a vision that still speaks to you? Do you still want to navigate? Is that your particular North Star in which you would like to navigate your life? Do you still look to it for inspiration? Does it still mean the same to you? I see you being really open to the answer, which is good. We should be. You want to know, you want to make a decision. That means you have to be open to the answer. Reasonably, thoughtfully. And so you are. This one's a little further out, but not too far out, to be honest. They're both wands, which suggests we're open to the influence instead of rejecting it. If you keep an open mind and an open spirit, you'll have the answer that's right for you. Just don't fend it off, don't push it off. Allow it to flow through you in terms of, is this still with me? Or do I still want it to be with me? Do I still want to navigate my life by it? And you'll have your answer. Okay? Just be gentle with yourself in the process. You'll be fine. Bridge. Successfully overcoming the particular problem. You'll cross that bridge when the timing is right. Rose. Romance is in the air. Some of you, it does have to do with love. Heart, love, deep affection and caring. It's funny because the rose came out in reverse. For some of you, this is romantic in nature as opposed to just say straight up work or monetary efforts, 3D efforts. Okay. For some of you, you contemplating leaving a star is something that you no longer want to navigate your personal life by. Which means you would like to enter something else, possibly, in time. There's a desire in some of you to become reacquainted with something that's deeply loving. Okay. Deeply loving, deeply affectionate, and deeply caring. So that kind of tells me that if you are contemplating leaving that star behind, it no longer meets that criteria of deeply loving, deeply caring, okay, and deeply affectionate. Lack of romance, something like that. But it's been with you a long time. You put a lot of yourself into it, like I said. There doesn't seem to be any particular rush or pressure around this decision, so it is at your leisure. Okay? So take the necessary time out. Like I said, if you continue to be open-minded towards this, the answer will arrive to you. Okay? Virgo, I hope this helped you. Put it in the comments. Take care. Be well. Capricorn, welcome to your brief checkout. That is your brief check-in. Like I said, we're going to do a simple 3x3. What's going on, please, for Capricorn? Show me Capricorn. What's going on, please, for Capricorn? Show me Capricorn. Show me Capricorn. Show me Capricorn, please. Ace of Swords, Eight of Cups, Nine of Swords. It's no easy thing to do. You know, it doesn't matter if you're on the receiving end of it or if you're the prompter of that. It's stress is stress. Okay. Ace of Swords, Eight of Cups to the Nine of Swords. That's a hard truth, that you are emotionally detached from something and it stresses you out. Nine of Swords. Okay. Not all truths are easy. Okay. There's a realization here that something just doesn't feel the same, and acknowledging it hurts. You know, it's a hard acknowledgement. When you no longer find your heart in something that it used to find itself in, and that's a hard day to realize something like that, you know. It's never an easy thing. I know, part of me knows, right? I don't show up for this like I used to. What does that mean? And right now I see you handling the stress. There's no definitive answer around it yet. But in terms of the stress in and of itself is already difficult to handle. Because when we have those kind of hard truths that hit us like that, you know, sometimes they wake up in the middle of the night at 2 a.m. It's like, hey, Capricorn, realize this all of a sudden. You know, that thing you always found yourself over and over again, or you always put yourself into in some way, turns out you don't feel the same way anymore, and that's difficult feeling. It's difficult to handle. It's like, it stresses people out. I don't want to show up for this anymore. I can't see myself in this anymore, and that's stress. That is absolutely stressful. You know? Thing is, how do we handle it? King of Swords, the World, the Hermit. That's how you handle it right there. Thank you for answering my question. Your signs are one of the few I can rely upon to get to the point. Some of you understand this. We clarify further. You'll know what to do sooner rather than later. I see you accepting this and absorbing it for what it is. You're not rejecting it. You're not fighting against it. You could have done that. You could have said, I'll just continue to show up and participate in this thing even though I don't want to anymore. You're not allowing that to happen. You're not going quietly into the night. You understand that you have a decision to make. If that level of knowledge is true, you could make things worse by rejecting that knowledge. Or you can kind of take it on the chin and say, whatever this is, it's best cycled out with the world. I agree. You know, don't force yourself to contribute, even at the emotional level, particularly at the emotional level, in something that you no longer find your heart to be in, because then you'd be lying. You'd be lying to yourself and whatever that situation is. And it may not be romantic, guys. It probably isn't. It could be as simple as, whatever this is I used to put a lot of emotional value into, I no longer do. And that stresses me out, because that means I'm changing. Yeah, people change. They're supposed to. You know? If you were the same age at, say, 60 as you were 20, that's a problem. That means you have not learned anything. You have not grown. You have not absorbed. You have not been challenged. You have not taken up challenges. You've taken no risks, and nothing has impacted you. So yeah, you're going to have a hard day when you realize something doesn't mean the same thing to you as it used to. Then you pull out your big gun energy here, realize you're an adult, that you've been around the block, you've seen things, you've done things, and you can handle it. That's what you're showing me. King of Swords, the World, the Hermit. It's quite abrupt, and it's to the point, and I applaud you for it. I'm not saying it's easy. Whenever you take a responsibility for closing out cycles or opening them, it's exactly that. It's a responsibility. You'll have fallout from that, both personally, within you, and around you. But you're saying, I'll work through it with the Hermit. I know what to do. Yes, you do. That's excellent. That is really excellent. So whatever that is, I don't presume to know what it is. I don't have enough information on it. I just know it's a solid acknowledgement. I don't show up for this anymore. And it freaks me out. Because now I have to, and that's what I see people all the time. The reason why they reject knowledge all the time is because they don't want to have to deal with what they know. Because if we know about it, right, we have to deal with it. And hey, ignorance is bliss. So I'd rather not acknowledge it. You didn't do that. Good job. You know, I know people who live as a functioning mode every day as ignorance is bliss. I don't know about you, but that's not good enough. Well, actually, for the Capricorn, I know it's not good enough for you. I gotta do something about it. Okay. Accountability for what we think and feel. If you don't like something or someone anymore, let's see what tried to pop out there. That was marriage for some of you. Could be. I don't know if it's that blunt, but it could be. That did try to pop out. For some of you, it could to do with a relationship, even if it's not marriage, just relationship. It's a hard day, guys. When you know unequivocally that your heart's not there anymore. And the rose is in the reverse. The romance is not in the air for this. The love isn't there for this for some of you. It's so funny. Okay. Archway. New opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening. Yeah. As we make these kind of changes, we open up to new avenues. That's to be expected. December, for some of you, that's, I was wondering, because it's such sharp knowledge. Hard, but sharp. I was wondering when that hit somebody. It's December for some of you now, in Capricorn season. Okay. Which reminds me, of course, I'm sorry, happy birthday. Happy birthday to all my Capricorns. You know, I have absolutely no Earth in my chart, except one. Just one. Guess who it is? Midheaven. That's it. That's it. That explains my absolutely insane work ethic. I always thought it was my combination Scorpio Aries that put in that level of intensity. You know, but then that didn't explain my outstanding need for high levels of security. So the intensity combo absolutely makes sense. But in that sense of, yeah, but I need to accumulate a certain sense of resources in order to feel good. So, work like crazy. I got my first job when I was 14, you know. I don't know how not to work. I think that's the Capricorn energy. It makes so much sense. So, anyway, in some small way, it's actually a big way, but in some small way, I'm happy to be part of the Capricorn collective. You guys, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well. Scorpio, welcome to your brief checkout. That is your brief check-in. Like I said at the beginning, we're going to do a brief 3x3. What's going on, please, for Scorpio? Show me Scorpio, show me Scorpio, show me Scorpio. What's going on, please, for Scorpio? Let's see. I'm trying to recall. Yes. Yeah. I did our intimate tarot yesterday. Yours was remarkably straightforward and to the point. Oh my goodness. You know, but hey, at least I didn't see any of that lingering bullshit. You know what I mean? That lingering energy I had been seeing for months behind the scenes, but non-active. This was something else different, so it was actually nice to see something different for the collective. Although in a very similar Scorpio way of being blunt, honest, which is one of the things I love about us. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but then again, we're not supposed to, honey. Not everybody's supposed to drink or partake from our cups. Okay? Speaking of cups, the Knight of Cups, the Fool, the Seven of Wands, boundaries. Boundaries. I do see you genuinely excited about something, I should say, an opportunity here to open up, to take a risk. Your heart seems to be pointed at it, but Knight of Cups, which is manageable. For us, this is very manageable. Showing a certain level of, I'm willing to invest in this, just not too much. But you are identifying it as a risk. And you're allowing that risk to take place because you are showing me, like I said, more emotional enthusiasm for this than not. But you're also saying, Christina, I'm not crazy. Seven of Wands, boundaries. Now, don't get me wrong, Seven of Wands can be pushy, offy. No. This is not you saying no, this is you saying caution. So this is what we call a cautionary risk. Here's the caution, here's the risk. And a little bit of emotional investment. For Scorpio, this is the etchings of something, the beginning of something, but with caution attached to it, okay? Okay, I don't really know what it is. I don't know what you're responding to. I don't know what you're saying yes to, but it's yes with boundaries, and that's always a good thing for us. We need boundaries over our heart. We really do, because, you know, ours is just constantly flowing. It has no bottom. It has no end, right? So a little bit of caution over something that you are excited about doesn't hurt anybody, right? Let's take a look and see if there's any more of this. I don't know what you're responding to, but you seem to like it. Okay. You're saying, oh, I'm taking a risk on this. What is this? Anything else here, please? All right, one more. What else, please? Oh, my tummy. It must be lunchtime. Or some kind of time. I actually have no idea what time it is. I don't have my watch on. Knights of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands. I see. Okay. Well, somebody's showing apprehension too. But they want to try. They're This is one of my favorite shows, so I'm actually glad I get to say this, but they're literally curbing their enthusiasm. In other words, don't look too excited. So I have a knight for a knight. I have an emotional construct for an emotional construct, and you're both showing me certain levels of caution, restriction. Theirs is enthusiasm, though. It's like, don't put too much of yourself out there. So it was slow to arrive, Knights of Pentacles. But when it shows up, it presents itself as an Ace of Wands, an opportunity. But they're literally showing me that it's very masculine. I'm excited, but I can't show it. Or, you know, like I said, they're curbing their enthusiasm. So they're like, don't put it all out there. Don't put it all out there. Don't look too excited. Just control it, dial it back. There we go. We're going to dial it back. We're going to dial it back. I got to look like I know what I'm doing. Be steady, be cool. Steady hand, steady hand. Show enthusiasm, but not too much. Resist the urge to do anything impulsive. Look steady. I don't know if you can hear Cinnamon. She's playing really hard downstairs with some of my relatives. They came a couple days early, and that's cool. So Cinnamon's entertained, clearly. So she is loving all the extra attention. Oh, she's a big fur baby. She is a fur baby in the real sense. Like, seriously, true to the husky. Even though she's a little different, she's a little more stoic. She's a little more stiff compared to some of the huskies I've met in my life. But when she's around people, though, she's straight up traditional husky. I will make friends with you. I will make friends with anybody. Please play. Let's play. Play. So she's aggressively playing right now. Oh, she's a big love bug. She loves everybody. She loves everybody. Anyway, I'm sorry. Back to this. No, I'm not gonna lie. You're both showing me something similar. Yours is from your heart. I'm not surprised, as we are water oriented. Ace of Cups being our master symbol. So you're showing me caution over your heart, like don't get too excited too fast, but do try. Cool. There's like, I'm turned on and we're going to be in control of that. That's what we're going to do. So nice and steady, they're saying. Nice and steady. I like this. I do. All right. Just hopefully if the things progress just a wee bit between you and this person, that sense of poker face, caution, maybe that will come down. I'm sure it will come down. If it's healthy and two people decide to proceed, then that sense of caution and restriction will come down. And it's kind of cute, it's kind of flirty, but not too much. Not too much. Just about right. I like the approach. Steady, 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 steady. But not too much. Not too much. And that's the dialogue they're having with themselves. Again, I don't want to look too excited. Yeah, Cinnamon agrees. I don't know if you can hear her. Oh my goodness. All right. I have no idea when. I really don't. Wands typically denote sooner rather than later, but that's not always the case. What's going on? The Archway. It's a new opportunity or possibilities or paths are opening up between you and whatever this is. So it is presenting itself, yes, as an opportunity. Eagle, triumph over the troubles and or obstacles. Okay. Desk, pay attention to your work. Okay. Some of you are very focused in your work endeavors right now at this time, and it's just something that you are having to take particular triumph over. You will rise above this, continue on. Yes, there is something opening up here for you and around you. And for some of you, it could to do with work. Perhaps that's how you were noticed. Who knows? I don't know. Inspiring what it is that you do. Okay. Okay, and that's what I was looking for. There it is. There's that Ace of Wands. Okay. There we go. There's the torch. This is going to offer itself as an opportunity for development, some understanding and enlightenment. So there might be something here that you're going to exchange with this person in terms of understanding things. So it's not just personal. Perhaps there's a little backstory here today I can't quite see. Then you two might be working through things that you're both wanting to do. That would explain also some of that caution surrounding both sides. How we're going to carefully approach this. Maybe there's some resolve here that needs to happen between these two folks, so it may not be that very new. I don't know. But you will, in due course. The crown, somebody here wears the crown of honor and respect. I see it's crossing back and forth between the lines of business and romantic opportunity for some of you. For some of you, it's your work context for this person knowing you. And I just know that you're the one that wears the crown. I'm not sure why. But it seems to be it's your work that got this energy's attention. There might be some interest conflict resolution. Don't worry about it, but also don't lower your standards. The worst part of any sort of difficulties are already over. So, okay. I hope this helped you. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well. Pisces, welcome to your checkout. That is your brief check-in. Like I said, we're going to do a brief 3x3 today. What's going on, please, for Pisces? What's going on, please, for Pisces? Show me Pisces. Show me Pisces. What's going on, please, for Pisces? Ace of Swords. Everybody's getting that truth, honey. Page of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. Okay, so there's something here you're recognizing about a difficult situation where you have not put much of yourself into it. I cannot tell if this is strategic on your part. Are you lowering your energy on your part because you understand this is too difficult and you don't want to put more of yourself into it? Or has it occurred to you that perhaps the situation is very, very difficult because not enough's going into it? I need to see. I can't tell. Let's take a look. What is this, please? Can I get a better idea? I see you trying to offer something to make a situation less difficult, but it's not satisfying the situation. A page can very rarely alleviate a Ten of Wands, but I do see you trying. I don't quite know what this is, though. It's a hard truth. I know you're trying to recognize it. I know you're trying to meet it where it is. But if it's something, honey, that you can't do, then it's something that you can't do. Okay? It's not to say that your Page of Pentacles is for nothing, but it's also saying it's going to take more than that. I know you're trying, and I know it's a strong thought to you. I can help, or this is how I can alleviate the situation, but it's not working. I don't know what this is. Let's take a look at you. The Page of Wands, the Sun. I know you want things to get better. I know. Whatever that is, you want to see the happy days again with the Sun. I know. I got pages, though. That tells me not enough is put into this to justify the Sun coming out just yet. Okay? Whatever this is, it seems like you can't do it on your own. Now, sometimes we can. Okay? Sometimes we can. But this feels like a situation that doesn't just involve you. It's looking like you might need help. All right? In other words, the lightness, bringing lightness into this particular situation that is difficult, burdensome, or problematic isn't just coming down to you and your efforts. I see you trying to contribute something. But there's only so much it seems that you can do. Okay, so recognize your limits, know when to stop. Okay. Typically when I see a lack of contribution, it's usually in a relationship context and they're not giving me enough or I'm not giving enough and neither one of us wants to admit it, but hey, let's just keep this jerk circle going on for years, right? This is different. I don't know what it is. You made a strong truth realization, this is what I can contribute, does this help? The answer is no, but you did give something to this in the effort of, I'm trying to make this a happy situation. But there's a recognition here of Seven of Pentacles that this will not be an overnight fix. It's going to take multiple pages over what looks like a long period of time to get it back into a workable state or a functioning state or at least an easier state of feeling. So in other words, the sun's not coming out just yet. Okay? But this could be one of those situations where there's enough pages over time, little pages that add up over time that can help start knocking out the difficulty of whatever this presents. Okay? I got a fragrance or something. Which is odd because these are unscented candles. If I ever have scented candles, it's because I know I like the smell. Otherwise, I'm not big on smells or perfumes or smoke or anything like that. I'm just not that person. But I am, perhaps I'm just smelling the wax. I don't know. I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean. I don't know what that means, and I don't know why it got my attention. Just be mindful of your surroundings. Listen to your senses and what it is that you are absorbing around you. And realize that like wax dripping, it builds up and I guess an accumulation. Okay? And sometimes things are very slow. Sometimes things are slow. Okay? And that's going to be this case. It could be one of those occasions, honey, where pages over time are going to help add up to reduce the strain of that situation. Okay? Because there will be improvement, but it's not going to be like tomorrow. Alright? So give it the time it needs. If you did your part within reason, and that's as much as you can do, that's where you stop. Until you look at your next point of avenue where you might be able to give more. Alright? Alright. Arrow, you are on the right path. Okay? Okay, so bridges in reverse. Very distinct here. Successfully overcoming a problem. Yes, just not right now. It's going to take a minute. Alright. Anything else, please? Oh. Tower, unicorn. Use your intuition. Like I said, listen to your senses. This will make sense to you in time. We want to get solidity back into our foundation. So here we have the tower. Now, the tower in the traditional sense, something needs to come down because it's built on a faulty premise, okay? In this deck, it could also mean the opposite. Because you were building on a solid foundation, your tower might be successful. So towers are made brick by brick, timber by timber. It's not an overnight thing, not in this one. Listen to yourself as you go along, as you try to contribute to something. And it's looking sizable. Okay, so if that's true, if this is a strong concept, a large concept, it will not be fixed overnight. But it's there. We're on that pathway to a successful effort. So it's not just you that's putting hands on this. Other people are involved. Okay? I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Cancer, welcome to your brief checkout. That is your brief check-in. Like I said, we're going to do a simple 3x3. Okay? Show me that Cancerian energy, please. Show me Cancer. Show me Cancer. Show me Cancer, please. Show me Cancer. Show me Cancer. What's going on, please, for that Cancerian collective? Show me Cancer. Seven of Cups. The World. The Star. Well, okay. Alright. I'll take that. How can I put this? At some point on your timeline, I don't know when, you're not in that space now, but you will be. You'll be closing down shop, if you will, towards something that you have understood. It looks like finally, this is something I've been wanting to see for you, what feels like forever. I even did your intimate tarot and I was still frustrated. And I don't know why. I understand where that Cancerian energy comes from. I get it. I do. Your process is your process and it can take time. But I'm glad to see some Cancer somewhere is starting to make the steps. I'm going to shift my energy, and you are. You are closing up shop, I believe, to an option in love or something that used to hold your heart, and you're saying it's not worth being held by anymore or looking at anymore because you would like to open up to something else that you understand or identified as a star. I want to say, well, somebody had something similar. It was also over time. It was a very powerful cup, I believe. But this, you're saying there is a cup here, but it no longer holds its sway like it used to. So Seven of Cups, it's a murky sort of feeling. I feel this, I feel that, but it's nothing powerful, it's nothing outstanding, and it's not enough to make us stay, not to really emotionally invest in it. And you, honey, you, Cancer, because of your emotional network being what it is, you can stay here a long time, going back and forth on a particular emotional subject. How do I feel? Because I got a little bit of this, I got a little bit of it, and this is why you shift sideways. You're trying to cover the whole terrain. And when you do that, you can't always honor the biggest feelings in you because you're too busy trying to figure out, is everybody covered and are all my feelings covered? Okay. Sometimes you got to pick one cup, one feeling, your strongest, your best, your biggest, your boldest, your brightest, and stick to that. And that's why your power card is the Chariot. Okay, ideally, when you're a developed Cancer, you get in your Chariot and you go in a particular direction and you don't stop. That's the devotion to the strongest part of your heart that says, I must move this way. Instead of moving side to side, I'm going to get in my Chariot and just move forward. So I know, Cancer, honey, you can get locked in here because you want to honor all your feelings. And sometimes you just got to pick that one. That one. So I know that there's a couple in here that you've been entertaining in terms of not just options in love, guys, but just I feel this, I feel that. I can't stick to it. I don't know which one's the biggest one. That's coming to an end. And I see you pursuing that which you seem to have almost no dispute over. This one's strong. It's the strongest representation of your hopes and your dreams. So there's something here that doesn't hit your heart hard enough to stay, and you're going to realize that, okay, that it's not worth the investment, or perhaps, I don't know if it ever was, but I was, excuse me, entertaining it for a long time. That's the consequence of going back and forth like that. You can spend a lot of time trying to be an emotional canvas to yourself and someone else without really dedicating to the biggest part of your heart what's important to you. And all signs have pros and cons. We all have our kind of method to understanding things, our thoughts, our feelings, our beliefs, our goals. And we all get held up in our own respective ways. Scorpio has their own method for getting held up. All signs do. But I'm glad to see a Cancer who's gotten through their kind of elaborate sorting process and has come out the other side. When you will, I don't know. When you will shut down or stop entertaining a cup that kind of hits you mellow. But it's there. That sense of obligation towards it, even if you don't feel strongly one way or the other about it, that's going to stop. You say, I have a direction. Okay? Let's see. Let's get some more for you. Let's get some more for you. Nine of Swords, Death. I didn't say it would be easy. And it won't be. It stresses you out. That's one of the reasons why Cancers can get lost in this really elaborate emotional process of what I call emotional canvassing. Because the loss of one cup, after you spent so much time dwelling on it, even though it didn't really mean that much to you, or that one feeling that didn't mean too much to you, still, the idea of you officially having to give it up, not having to hold on to it anymore, that's where your real stress gets provoked. Okay. What does it say about me that I'm giving up on this cup or this particular feeling? Nothing. It just means that you know yourself better than you did before. Think about it. If you're honoring this feeling and this feeling and this feeling, are you taking away or giving to your best self emotionally? If you're entertaining all these feelings or these options, how can it possibly be the best representation of you and your efforts and what you stand for and what you feel? So yeah, there's consequences to cutting out those cups, but honey, once you understand that you can drop some of those feelings or options, you're free to pursue that which matters the most, and everything else kind of falls away. And that's why, again, your power card is the Chariot. The strength of your own particular conviction is such is that you will move forward unimpeded once you know. So it's a blessing. I know it's stressful at the time. I know it's stressful at the time. The world and death, that's no easy thing. Whether you are the one closing things out, or opening up towards them, or being on the receiving end, it's scary. But nevertheless, it says you know yourself better now than you did before. You're trying to cover less of what doesn't matter and more of what does. And that's living. That's real living. That's real choice. And it's a powerful choice. So yes, once it stops, the stress stops too. Not having to put yourself into something that you probably don't feel much for one way or the other. Letting it go, and the panic that comes with letting it go. Once it's done, it will be done. And then I see you connecting, possibly reconnecting with something that's extremely important. And that particular pathway begins, or reignites, or restarts, or reconnects in some way. I can't quite see it. I'm not doing a full thing today. But I just know that when it's time to rejoice and connect with your star, so shall it be. Okay? Did you see that? Look at this. Holding on to feelings or people, places, things, situations, circumstances that you feel lukewarm about best causes you more harm than good. So drop them. Something in there needs dropping. Okay? Done. You move on to something that's powerful. That's not hypothetical, that's reality. But it's a little further out. I don't know when. Okay? All right. Once you've made up your heart, you've made up your heart, I suppose. Bag, something important, such as a new job, raise, just something that's important. Something important. That's, I'm not actually getting the job piece or the raise piece. Don't get me wrong. For some of you, that's the thing. But it's something important. It says wealth, desire, fortune, and it's yours. Pay attention to your health. You'll be wearing a different hat, putting in a new nest. Now there's something in here that's stronger than that. Broom, new home, new attitude for some of you, yes. But it's not quite. What am I feeling here? Last October. October's important. Or it was important. Something occurred to you in October when you were cleaning up the house, possibly. Psychic ability, trust your intuition, yes indeed. You're cleaning out the house sometime in October and something hit you. You came across, cheers. What did you come across? Yours is the first literally check-in I've done today where I've gotten something very specific. Very. It's not always a guarantee. And I know people get frustrated with that. They want these moments right here on camera, and I can't always do that. It happens as it happens. But yours is literally the first one of all the 12 that I've done where I've gotten something very specific that came through. Somebody was cleaning their house sometime in the fall and they ran across something. And the first thought I had was cheers, celebratory glasses. You found them. You found them. They broke. You threw them away. It was memorabilia, gift. Cheers. It's not literally a tankard. It has something to do with glasses, celebration, but a gift. We found it, we came across it while we were cleaning, or something to do in the fall. You either had the impulse to smash them, or they were smashed by accident or on purpose, I couldn't say. And I just know it was a specific gift. And we're relating it back to something in the fall. There's a sense of feeling cursed about this. Oh my God, honey, it's a bit much. It's a bit much. I don't know how to put those pieces together. I'm sorry, I don't have enough here to do it. It's such a strong feeling. And it represents helplessness and rage. And mixed emotions. But I can honestly say yours was the first where I latched onto something like that. And things hit when they hit, if they do at all. There's no guarantee. I'm just really tasked with reading and interpreting the cards, but every now and again I will get something that hits really hard. And it just comes out of left field, such as the songs do, lyrics do. And then sometimes memories or thoughts that are not mine. There you go. I don't know if that helped you at all. It's interesting talking about the cups and throwing them out, the ones that are lukewarm, mediocre, or you don't really feel for one way or the other, but you feel obligated to keep them around, entertain them, or occasionally dip into them. And you're giving that all up for the one that hits you the most. And it just, when I saw that, there's that glass, and it's the one that hits you the most. That's the heart that hits you the most, is the one that for some reason you have a memory tied to it. So I didn't mean it to be a literal concept. I mean, the cup in tarot is metaphor for love, or feelings. Not just love, but feelings in the general sense. And the Seven of Cups is a variety of feelings. Some of them are love, pleasure, also hate, jealousy, you know. And then other people's hearts are in there too, you know. Anyway, I hope that helped you. I'm so sorry. Like always with yours, I tend to go a little more over. You're such emotional creatures. Stuff just comes through for me, whether I like it or not. All right, Cancer, honey. I do hope this helped. Like I said, take care. Be well. Hey, everybody. Just last call to say, may you have a beautiful, peaceful Christmas Eve, wherever you are and whomever you're with, or if you're on your own, regardless. Take this time for you, to celebrate you, celebrate your family. Happy holidays. Cheers. And I will see you over the next several, well, technically every day. But yeah, you guys, happy holidays. Have a peaceful night. Have peaceful holidays. Sleep well, eat well, dream well. Take care. Be well.